Welcome to Bloktopia.
Oh yeah, gets me hyped every time I watch that. Brings me back to my festival days. Anyways, thank you guys. Welcome to the channel. This is your boy Hodlnomics, aka DogeGF Sancho on Twitter. Here with the most sick, the most savage, the best YouTube video on Bloktopia yet. This project is huge. It is very exciting. Has some huge names involved with it. Check out some of these names right here. We're going to go over them here in a little bit. But really exciting project, guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, ring the notification bell. We're also on Odyssey, a free speech platform that you can earn crypto just for watching videos. So that's actually really cool. I also earn crypto when you watch videos, and I can use that to then promote future videos. So if you guys want to see Bloktopia get promoted a little bit more on Odyssey, and you're on the browser, or if you're on like the computer, just go ahead. The link will be below. Stop watching here, go watch over there, sign up, start earning crypto for watching, which is pretty cool. If you're on your phone, it's not as good over there, so keep watching on YouTube. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get going. Quit waffling with it. We are checking out the chart here for Bloktopia. We're gonna get into some really fun stuff here. You can see it just broke out of the descending triangle here. We'll see if it still goes down a little bit. I was gonna buy if it goes down here to like around the 20 range, but may or may not ever go there again. We'll see. But that said, at last video, I did a little video on this before. It was not as detailed as this one's gonna be. I said that I bought around the 22 mark, and I was like, I'm gonna save half of what I want to purchase just in case it goes down again. It was due for a correction at that point. And I did a little bit more research and decided to full Fomo. I went hard on this. If it goes down, I still have like, I can scrum up more of my XRP. I have way too much of that stable coin to go in there and play with a little bit more. But this project, if you're not in at these prices, you are not going to make it. This is it's just one of the coolest projects I've seen. It's a metaverse project. What is a metaverse? Let's just go ahead and let them tell us. Actually, this explains it. You can go read their light paper if you want. It's just a bunch of crypto jargon, but basically, if you don't know what a metaverse is like a gaming universe where you can make it real world as well. So like they're talking about like a lot of these augmented realities that are, you have on your phone, you put it somewhere and then like Pikachu pops up. That's a metaverse. So it's kind of like the blend between the physical world and the real world. And it's also like in the gaming world, what a metaverse is, it's like games within games. And you can earn something on one game and then take it to something else. But with crypto, you can actually earn, let's say you play a game and you earn, like on Thedan Arena, you earn this thing called THG. You can take that THG off and sell it in the open market. So it's really interesting. I'm not a big gamer, but I think it's really cool. I can invest in these projects that I think are going to do well. And I think that a lot of these projects coming up are going to do well. I'm going to make some videos on some super sneaky games nobody's talking about yet. I actually do that's as much as I don't like games, I got the game hookup for you guys. So make sure to subscribe. You're going to get the best gaming tips here as well. And so you'll see right here. So I'm just going to start out by talking about Polygon. This is on the Polygon network. We're going to get a little bit more into exactly what it is, but I think Polygon games are set to explode. You see that they overtook Ethereum users, specifically due to the crypto gaming mania. The number of daily active addresses has surpassed Ethereum, so you can go check that out. I did make a video earlier on what I thought some of the best blockchains were, and I really like Polygon. It's basically, the reason I like it is because it's a Ethereum layer 2. It's basically plug and play any Ethereum project. You can just move it over to Polygon very, very quickly. It doesn't require a ton of coding. However, the fees are pennies. Like, we're talking like less than $1. I don't know exactly what they are. I believe it's like 40 cents per transaction compared to Ethereum. Sometimes you're up in like the $500-$600 for a transaction. So it's poised to do really well, and things on this network, because it is so integrated with Ethereum, are going to do well. So looking at other metaverses, though, let's check them out. So you had Engine over here. So it's been around since 2017. This is probably the biggest one, most well-known. Problem with this one, though, and you see it had a huge run-up way back in March, April, and then it went down. And honestly, I don't know if it's ever going to hit that all-time high again, specifically because it is on Ethereum. You see right here, it's an Ethereum project. So I work with a lot of developers, have some other crypto projects that I'm actually working on, and anything that's on Ethereum that wants to scale, and like a metaverse needs to scale. Like they need to have other people come in and build games like inside of their games in order to keep these communities growing, and nobody's going to be using Ethereum. So that is a problem for Engine. Then what do you got? You got the Sandbox. Sandbox is actually pretty cool. I like this for a lot of reasons. It is on the Polygon ecosystem. The devs are actually also, well, actually, I don't know if we'll talk about the people who build this, though, in a second. So this project is really cool. It's kind of like a metaverse, but from what I get, it's like a, what's the game? Minecraft style. So it's just, people are going to go and build and play games in the sandbox. That seems like a fun project, and it's a good one because it's on the Polygon ecosystem. But you see this thing had a lot of run-up potential. So this one started at around 4 cents, right around our range right now, and it got up to a high of $1. However, the total supply is a lot less than ours at the moment. But we're going to get into that. We're going to get into some super duper crazy numbers here in a second. And you got Decentraland. That was another huge one. That one had a big spike in January up into May. And that one stayed hot for a while. If you look at it, it like stayed in this area. Like the peak, it hit a triple top there. It was like, I believe it was in the top 50 for a while. But it's gone down. Everyone who started using it realized that it's basically unusable, because that's also the time that Ethereum went super crazy with their fees. So gotta love Ethereum. Then you got Network. It's kind of like more of a medieval style. Same thing though. And this one's doing really, really well right now, up to a market cap of, doesn't exactly say. They have a total supply of 100 million tokens, which is pretty cool. Thing is, it's also on Ethereum. So blah, blah, blah. Got to love that. And then let's see here. You've got the Network, Vulcan. Oh, and then Vulcan Forge is the next one. PYR. Anybody who knows Panos knows that he likes this one. This is a good, I think this is another good project as well. This one's been around for a long time. It is also on the Polygon network. And they seem to do a good job of building. They've spent a lot of time on this particular project. Okay, so it's been out since May. At least I think on the Polygon network it has. I think before that they tried to do something on VeChain, and then they changed it. But this one's cool. The reason I like Bloktopia more than this one is specifically because it's just new, and the marketing potential is crazy. So here we're at right now. We have only been out since October 6th, so less than 10 days. We are early investors in this project if you get in. You'll see right here, though, the total supply and the max supply is 200 billion of these guys, which is way more so than some of these other tokens. However, that said, it is it's a lot of these are going to get burned. They have built-in burning on their platform, and the amount that's going to get burned is going to be absolutely savage. Like, this number is going to go down way a ton. And the other thing too that I've learned from talking with devs and just people who have built out projects, it's usually better to have more than you need at the beginning and burn them as opposed to not enough. So the built-in burn also helps those early investors. So you're getting in now. If you can get in, you might have like a day. The NFT sale is when it's all going to burn, and it's going to be nuts. All of those, they get burned forever, and the total supply is going to go way down. So what is Bloktopia itself? So first of all, it's VR based. So that's pretty cool. I think Decentraland was also VR based, but it's on Ethereum. So you messed up. So this is a real, like, it's a VR. You put on your headset and go, like, I guess move in or whatever. I'm not a fan of that stuff at all. However, I know it's big. A lot of people like it. And this game is going to make tons of incels. People who have like digital girlfriends, like the kings of Bloktopia. It's going to be me. I'll have all the best digital girls. What you gonna do about that? Come at me, Matty G. So what can you do on here? You can learn, you can earn, and the learning part is really cool. People from YouTube can go in there and maybe they'll have special shows. Who knows the types of things that people can learn or how exactly that they can make that work, but I can see them going a lot of different ways with that. I'm gonna be on there one day. Watch. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I might. You never know. Actually, I'm stating it now. I will be in the Bloktopia auditorium one day, manifesting it. It's going to happen. And then you've got the earn, so you can earn through multiple income streams. Now that's what I love about this. You're going to see another reason I like this more than a lot of these other projects. The revenue generating aspect is next to none. They've really incorporated like a lot of real world business models. So that's exciting. You can play to earn, which is cool. And then you can create. So go in there and actually like make stuff for other people to use. So, going down. So what is it? It's like a big old skyscraper, 21 levels. And let's just show you kind of how the levels are. I'll show you here in a second. But I describe it like a digital mall. That's like exactly like what it is. There's going to be people who rent out space in here from the NFT holders. So you buy the NFT. That NFT is going to be the real estate that these people rent out, and you will earn that income. You can also sell the NFT on an open market and earn money that way. So that's also pretty cool. And then let's see here. Let's just go check out this little video. This is the CMO. He's actually super impressive. I like him. I've watched some of the AMAs and stuff. You should definitely go watch the AMAs. By the way, none of this financial advice. I always say that like way too late in my videos. Whatever. Y'all go come get me. Not financial advice. Check it out. Even though for real, I am actually like a real life financial advisor. So I probably have a lot more credit than a lot of these other YouTube schmucks coming around. But again, I don't know your situation. Not telling you what to do. Definitely want to check it out on your own terms. So this will kind of show you what it looks like.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to be able to take you on a little bit of a tour around level 1 of our metaverse today. So first of all, your avatar will spawn outside of Bloktopia. That's already been seen in our trailer. This is now the entrance into our metaverse. So immediately straight ahead, you can see a map that you'll be able to walk up to and interact with. This will show you where you are currently and allow you to view other floors and get a really good picture of where to navigate to. And here we see an advertising totem. So major global brands outside of the world of crypto will be able to advertise. Each of our virtual stores on level 1 have major crypto brands as tenants. So you'll be able to enter any of these stores and have immersive brand experiences. You can see Block Party here, so this is our free to spin game, which gives anyone a daily chance to win some Block, our native token, which will be crucial within Bloktopia. And to the left, you can also see our Lamborghini. So every day, people will also get an opportunity to enter the prize draw for a Lamborghini. We'll actually be giving away a real Lamborghini to one lucky user. It's worth remembering there'll be 21 floors within Bloktopia. We're just looking at level 1 here, which includes Jake Paul's store. So There'll be merchandise, NFT sales there. It's a really good example of the fact that brands or people that aren't strictly known for being just in the crypto space can still share content or drive revenue within Bloktopia. The team have done a great job. This is all in-game footage. This is BitBoy's shop here. If we scroll up and have a little look up here, we can see some highlights for the auditorium agenda. The auditorium will be up on the 6th floor, so lots of key talks will be taking place there. Block will be the native token within Bloktopia. So Block will allow people to purchase items within our world. Initially, it'll be used to purchase NFTs too. So this will be sold for real estate, reblock, and advertising space. Ad block in Bloktopia. Both will generate.
Anyways, you guys kind of get the idea. Pretty cool. One of the other things too that I think is going to be just a sneaky thing. I'm going to look up Dex Tools a little bit more for you guys. Dex Tools is going to be in here as like an anchor tenant, or I don't know exactly what the partnership is, but I've seen in some of the other videos like Dex Tools is the chart running across, and Dex Tools, I've looked up some of the stuff that they do. It's really cool. They if you're doing anything on DeFi, I think it's a really cool little platform, so I'll probably be plugging that here at some point. That's another thing. But if you like this, you think it's going to grow, projects that advertise on this might also have a leg up here in the future, because with some of these influencers, this is going to bring in a lot of like non-crypto people. Like Jake Paul is probably going to bring in a lot of non-crypto people into something like this, and so their first introduction to crypto is going to be Kucoin or Dex Tools or some of the stuff that we see on here. So that's what it is. They've got staking pools. You can check those out if you want. They all do have lockup periods, so I'm not a big fan of lockup, but you can earn up to 60 APY on the year. So they check the staking block for people who want to do that. The Lamborghini, you can win a real life Lamborghini. It said that in the video, so that was kind of cool. And then so they talk about, I'm going to talk about like how the ad stuff works in a second. But if you look at some of these tenants, right? So the thing that you need to watch out for with this, is rug pulls, right? These big projects, they could just be painting a vision, and a lot of these metaverses are painting a vision for something that clearly like they can't like do. And so with this one, with all of these partners, it gives me a lot of faith, and they're dealing with some OGs as far as tech. So I think that that's really good. But the names, right? So you've got, and these are some of the anchor tenants in here, and a lot of these people were early investors as well. So you've got Anamonica brands. Now that's huge. We're going to go over some of them in a second. But Antifund, Kucoin, Polka Starter, Trivala, Polygon, Avalanche, DuckDAO, Collateral, Bloktopia HQ, and influencers like Jake Paul, BitBoy, and Wendy O. So none of these people have really talked about it though. Like, even if this is a rug pull, right? It might be a rug pull. All these people have to start shilling it before they're going to pull the rug. Now, that's why I said to go watch the AMAs. I think these guys are legit. I think that they have put together a really solid business model that a lot of people are going to like. And anybody who would wants to rug pull on something like that, especially when it looks like they have quite a bit of it built, that to me, it's a little bit short-sighted. So these people seem like they're long-term visions. They seem like they have tons of money already. And you'll see a lot of the people on here are trying to establish their names, right? So Anamonica brands, that's huge. So they're going to be an anchor tenant, so you can probably go in there and play. So where is Anamonica brands? Oh, did I take it off? I might have taken off. I guess I did. But anyways, Anamonica brands builds the sandbox, and they build crypto games. So they have several crypto games, probably like 6 that they've already built. So they're going to have a place you can go into their little store and probably play their games. That's going to be cool. They might even have some sort of bridge between Sandbox and this thing. So you can probably earn something in Sandbox and bring it into this world, vice versa. That's going to be really cool. So you're kind of getting the idea of what the metaverse is. In the AMAs, it doesn't say that Nike is an anchor tenant, but in the AMAs, they said that a potential idea, what they could have, is you could go in there with your little headset, go into a real Nike store, put on real Nike shoes, try it out, or not real Nike, digital Nike shoes. If you like it, they'll send it to you. So we're getting real dystopian over here. totally, like I said, this is not my style, but I feel like it's going to happen with or without me, so might as well invest in it. You'll never catch me playing this or putting on a VR headset, though. And then you've got, so yeah, that's the thing, too. Like, if you don't like video games, like, I mean, doesn't matter. Like, I like money, so might as well invest in the future. In the future. So you got that. Travala, so maybe you can go buy hotels and different travel packages. Maybe they'll give you discounts if you buy it in this little area. That'll be really nifty. And then Jake Paul. So again, I'm not a big Jake Paul fan per se, but I like him a lot. I mean, I like him a lot more than his brother, that's for sure. But I do respect him, actually. Like I think that he's trying, even though he is a bit of a scumbag, he's but definitely a big scumbag. I do think that he's actually trying to establish himself like legitimately in the world as a someone who makes smart investments, as someone who's intelligent, as someone who works hard and can compete at the highest level of things. And like, I know for sure he's trying to become a legitimate boxer, and everybody's doubting him right now, right? So if everybody's doubting him and then he does like a rug pull, I don't know. And his brother, if y'all haven't heard of the Dink Doink coin, definitely go check out some of these videos on the Dink Doink coin. Oh man, his brother definitely made a rug pull called Dink Doink. That was fun. But anyways, yeah. So I mean, the Jake Paul name, that may turn some people away. I don't know. I think it's going to bring a lot of people into this, and even if it is a rug pull, he hasn't even started shilling it. This is all he's done is just put his little eye tweets on it when they said that there was a, watch Bloktopia on September 29th. Hasn't said anything else. So you better believe these guys are going to start shilling the crap out of this very soon. And especially even BitBoy. Did I have BitBoy? Yeah, BitBoy hasn't said anything. Wendy O hasn't said anything. Like, none of these people have said anything. So, like, we're freaking early. Like, super early. Token burn's coming soon. FOMO in before that happens, because that is going to be nuts. And then then you've got the what am I trying to say with it? And then he's going to say stuff about it. Yeah, it's going to be nuts. And then Anamonica Brands, that's the other thing, the one I talked about earlier. I guess I did have their page up. They haven't mentioned it on their page. They have not publicly released anything on it yet. However, their CEO did say that they are. So someone asked him on Twitter, does Anamonica Brands have any affiliation with Bloktopia? He said yes. See bloktopia.com. So he's acknowledged, this was on October 8th. He has acknowledged that they will be a part of it. So you've also got Kucoin. Kucoin is also trying to establish themselves as a major player. They're going to have their coin, which I know that they want their coin to be a major coin as well. So these are people who don't want to be associated with rug pulls. They're people who are trying to build solid brands that move into the future. So yeah, I mean, BitBoy is too, like, I know BitBoy, if you look up his history, he's been a part of a couple in the past as well. So again, take it with a grain of salt. That's definitely one thing you got to watch out for. But it's really cool. Antifund, if you go look that up, they have connections to Andreessen Horowitz. Everything Andreessen Horowitz touches turns to gold. So that's exciting. And then Polygon. So there's Avalanches on there too. Avalanche is super respected. Everybody loves them. And then you've got Polygon. Man, like, that one is huge. They got funding from Polygon to build this out. So Polygon vetted them. Polygon checked them out. And from what the looks of it are, I think Polygon is going to, like, they're going to start promoting them as well. And think about Kucoin too. Kucoin's going to have their advertisements. Like, you just log into Kucoin. Every time you log in, there's just ads all over their stuff. They're totally going to start promoting Bloktopia at some point. So there's some marketing rollout that we are front running. Like, we're getting in front of that. So that is pretty cool. Man, my internet is super slow. Got to get a router booster. Come on, Kucoin. So they got that on their login page, I think is where it has the ads. Maybe it's on mobile. Anyways, whatever. Forget about it. You out of here, Kucoin. So that is all good stuff. So the people around this, the ecosystem, I think that is something that is very, very positive around this that I haven't seen with some of these other metaverses. So earning opportunities, we'll talk about that here in a second. And then you've got some of these partners. So partner, I know Polygon, that's the big one. Investors. Internet's super slow. Come on. Anyways, wherever the team is, I just need to refresh this page. The team is made up of like a crypto OG, crypto gangster who probably got super duper rich off of Bitcoin. Then you've got the CMO who's worked for a lot of big marketing companies, and he seems to like be really on game, like on point. I like him a lot. Someone that was involved in film, not 100% sure. Maybe she's there for partnerships or something. And then the other person that I really like is the guy that is their CTO. And he actually helped build the VR headsets for PlayStation. And so he's got a whole team of people who have worked on VR for years, and they're all working on this project. Again, someone that doesn't want to sully his reputation by doing a pump and dump. And so there's all these names. So here's the team. Man, this is super slow. So anyways, let's just check out some of the other stuff while we're waiting. But yeah, the PlayStation connection and the VR, they like the fact that these people actually know how to use the tech. That's a good sign, right? Like that's something that is really positive. So how do the NFTs work? So the NFTs work, I'll just go to the NFT marketplace and show you instead. Oh, look, here are the people. This is the guy right here, Simon Benson. He's the guy, the PlayStation gangster. So the NFTs are all basically, so this is, you've got all these different levels. Now level 1 is where everybody's going to be when they first come in. So that's going to have a ton of traffic. Level 6 is going to have the auditorium. And then level 21 is going to be where the games are. And everything in between is going to be basically built on the tenants who occupy those spaces. And so let's see. So let's just show you level 1. So you got all these little areas. So each one of these, I believe, is 100 blocks. I can't remember exactly what the numbers are, but essentially, so you buy an NFT and there will be 100 other owners of that same exact NFT. And if I build my crypto and decide to rent space there, I would be paying rent, and the NFT owners would be collecting that rent. So you're basically like a digital landlord, which is really nifty. And whoever decides who's going to be there is going to be Bloktopia. So we wouldn't go as the NFT holders. We just hold, and then they'll bring the people in. I think that we can vote like yes or no, we want to have this person in here. I think that's how it works. And I think we can also vote on other governance stuff. I'm not a big governance guy, like not a huge deal for me, but whatever. That's cool. So you can just kind of see here. So if you go by a 1.2 million block NFT on this little spot, you will be a evil landlord for this little digital mall location. These are the advertising totems. So on the bottom floor, it's 1.5 million block for one of the totems. So that is cool. And I think I looked it up. I believe the lowest one on here was $240,000 somewhere in here. I think it might have been this one. Level 7 to 10. Yeah, here you go. 240,000 bucks on these. But these are probably going to be low traffic. They may or may not have people leasing it for a period of time. The other thing I read too is people who lease the first year, I believe it's free. So if you do like a lease the first year, they're going to give it to you for free. So none of the NFTs are going to be generating money for a year. However, you can sell them on an open market. So that is pretty cool. And then the cool part is every single time an NFT is sold, it burns the tokens. So right here, you got 480,000. So you do 480,000. Let's pull this over here. Times 100, because that's how many there are for that space. That's 48 million that just got burned. So you do that times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So times 8 here. 384 million that get burned on this floor. Boom, just like that. It's when it happens with the land sale. So while with all these tokens now that are with the high token supply, that's why. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the video or not, but it's much better to have a high supply, and chatting with all my devs and everything, and be able to cut it down later and use that for tokenomics purposes, use it to help build the ecosystem, as opposed to not having enough. So because that token burn is going to be insane, this is the cheapest floor too out of all of them. So you can see how it's going to go crazy. So there's 200 billion, but there's 21 floors of this. Like, you're going to have these ad blocks as well. Let's just add this one to it. So it's on 200. That's 2 million times 100. So that's going to be 200 million. So add 200 million. Is that right? No, wait, go back. So 584 million just like off of this. So that token, like just off of like a couple of these slots on the cheapest floors, right? So that is nuts. I think maybe half the supply. I would imagine it's going to be half. I don't know. That'd be some interesting math to do. Not enough for this video. Not interesting enough for this video. I'll do that on the side and just tell you guys. And then, so yeah, and then on level 15 and 16, or levels 11 through 20, that's where people can go and just like buy the whole space. So if I'm a creator, I can go like buy this space and use it to do something. So we might even have, this is for big brands like Nike and places that can do that. But then their location is also just going to be an NFT. So that is going to be interesting. There's no lease here. You don't charge lease. I guess maybe you can if you wanted to, but you can literally do whatever you want here. This is your spot, and have fun with it. So you can build a bar to meet digital chicks. Woohoo! If you want. So that's the NFTs. How does the advertising work? So like the advertising, you saw it was kind of like a, 2 million blocks on some of those spots. So it's expensive, but the advertising revenue starts right away. And essentially they're thinking that on the small tokens, each NFT is going to earn you 24K per year. And each large NFT will yield you 31K per year. So I think the lowest one that I saw was 800 grand. So you do 800 grand blocks times the current price of 0.022-ish, right around there. So it'd be 17 grand right now as an initial investment to get in to earn that. However, with that said, that's a lot better prices for people who got in at the IDO. I think people who got in at the IDO level are going to be chomping at the bit to get into some of this. So obviously that math's not perfect. They're probably inflating these numbers a little bit here, but that's pretty nifty. So there's that. That's the advertising part. Honestly, that's pretty much it. I think I covered all the bases. Go check it out. Is there anything I looked at on there? Yeah, this is their white paper. Go read their white paper. Go look at it. Their marketing is great. Their team is awesome. They look like they're really, really poised for lots of growth in the future. So go get it. Bloktopia, to the moon. We doing it to the moon. Y'all have an amazing day. Thank you for watching. And remember to be kind. Like and subscribe. Thank you.